So now here's what's interesting. To many entrepreneurs, electrical contractors, and frankly, people who are out of work, who worked real hard at getting us, protecting our oil shipping lanes as veterans, and are now back here and thinking about, because they really appreciate what green means and how important it is, and thinking about what can they do to really make a difference on the front line, if you will. And we have a plan through our franchise agreements for very little money up front and for a lot of knowledge transfer. That's our job, to transfer this knowledge, to allow entrepreneurial companies and small contractors to be deliverers and deployers of all this electric vehicle charging infrastructure. Today, companies like Coulomb Technologies, Ecotality, AeroVironment, Clipper Creek, and Better Place have availability of these charging stations and get them deployed at a certain rate that they can. And in a sense, they're limited in their ability to deploy these at such a rapid rate that is required. So there's some good government funding that allows these projects to be created, to work with the utility companies who are very inextricably linked connection to the importance of this deployment, and get these things done. And they're starting to get done. The EV project, the EV corridor, multiple cities, it's all happening. But it's happening at a rate which is not necessarily a rate in which is required. So we've developed a program where we take our knowledge from EVadvise and we transfer our knowledge, literally as we speak, to entrepreneurial companies and contractors to be able to talk to the customers of these charging stations, which are retail, malls, hospitals, ballparks, organizations, large facilities, office parks, and pretty much anybody with a parking lot, and get these deployed and get a piece of the business and the economy behind deployment. So it's a very exciting opportunity. So we will coach you through what it takes. We will deliver information, free information. Go ahead, go get it started. If you want to do it for free and you have the opportunity without us, go for it. And I mean that, because it's all about this big picture. And if you would like some more information and want some branding behind your initiatives, then for a little bit of money up front, we can support that. Either way, it's fine by us. Whether you're a competitor or cooperative, it doesn't matter, because the important thing is we're all building infrastructure out there. And then where the rubber meets the wireless, some phenomenal things are going to happen. So what phenomenal things can happen? I talked about electrons being fungible. I know that some of you heard that keynote and said, what the heck does that mean? Really, what is that? And there's others who have sort of, done some financing recognize that once something can be converted into a currency, then it has tremendous upside potential. And frankly, gas can't really be converted into currency because it's sort of a flow that happens one way, So I'm saying convert these electrons for cash, because when things get economically driven, things get very exciting, and then we start to wake up. So there's some great examples and business models associated with these electric vehicle charging stations out there that go well beyond, I've got to fill up my tank. So there's upfront contracts that can be signed with the 7-Elevens of the world, or the retail malls of the world, or the hospitals of the world, or the state agencies, the government labs that all want these things. Then you can resell the equipment. There's money to be made in the reselling of the equipment. As the commodity pricing of this equipment comes down, then the opportunities to deliver it become cost-effective with or without government grants. And there's money to be made. It's like the old computer industry. Go make some money on these things. They're pretty hot.